stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Good throw, complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. He could go. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Mississippi State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And they move into the lead here in the semifinal.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. He finds some space. He's got the first down and still motoring. Powering through a tackle. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. And the Sun Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run for the first down. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The offense stays on the field. Coach going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The Sun Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, ASU. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Look out, room to run here. Now here he goes. Inside the 40. At the 20. Past the touchdown, Mississippi State. Way too much speed in that play.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And not through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. There's the handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. the 25. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. We'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Catch made in space. Look out. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Arizona State, 21.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Play action here on 1st down. Fires it down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally get him down, but that's a huge chunk play. Offense getting momentum as we wrap the 1st quarter up. So it's Mississippi State on top so far, Kirk. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Will the offenses continue to dominate, or will the defenses show up here as we begin the 2nd quarter? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. That's an important 1st down on that running play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what,
And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good.
Here he goes. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. 1st down now at the 48. What a difference one play can make from being backed up to out near midfield. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. wideouts now clustered. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Mississippi State. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Arizona State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They bring him down just short of the 20.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
They'll kick it away here. Choosing to return the punt. When he's got some space here. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The special teams strike in this playoff game. Enormous moment. I'm trying to win a playoff game, Kirk. What a boost to get a touchdown off a punt return here.
Yeah, you're right. You're talking about trying to advance to the national championship. It comes down to plays like this that give you a chance to possibly get there. Huge return, great blocking up front to eventually take that one all the way back for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. half. Looking to throw it on first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Arizona State, 21.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. He breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The Sun Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Second down, looking to throw it. The receiver grabs it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, this first half has been a disaster for this offense, but this touchdown is big. Hopefully it can build some momentum for them when they come back out for the second half.
Extra point try coming now. And it's good. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Paul Miller. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The pass rush closing in. He's got it with room to run. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. Breaking free at midfield. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So here comes the kicking team onto the field. They'll settle for 3. The distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive.
Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. And they hand it off to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Sun Devils will come to the line to crank up the tempo. 1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Short loss on the play. Sets up 2nd and long from the 18.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they've given up, but here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, and he could not haul it in. A 3rd down drop. Brings up 4th now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick dart to the right. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
It's a quick grab. Headed for the end zone. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Handoff to the receiver on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And now the handoff. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Arizona State, 28.
And the kickoff will be returned. And they've got the returner corralled. The first play of the drive, they'll set up from the 13. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking for the wideout. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. This offense really clicking. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31. 1st down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. And the completion made. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Sun Devils come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage, get a corner up in his face, and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Quick pass, the catch is made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. 2nd down now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That pass is caught. They bring him down quickly. A short, pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So it's Mississippi State on top so far, Kirk. These playoff games, you certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, the shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to throw again. That ball snagged for a completion. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. The Sun Devils will have 1st and 10 here.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
6 remain. 6 remain.
Back in motion now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, ASU. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Mississippi State, 66. Arizona State, 34.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going?
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Breaks into open space. Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down.
And that's a first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. He breaks free. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Breaks in open space. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Arizona State, 34.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it! Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Back to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. At the 10. Steps out at the 5. No touchdown, but an important takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. They're going to run the option. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Arizona State, 34.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. It's a short completion of the big tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a late deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Bursts into space. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Fights back the line of scrimmage, avoids the safety, but nothing more. So it's 2nd and 10 from their own 1. Important to get some yards here. They don't want to have to face 3rd and long or punt from this position. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
The offense needs 10 yards on this 4th down to keep the drive going. Looking for a man. A deep shot to the left side. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No chance to catch him there.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's